or a distributor. So they're here 25%. You altogether, yeah, altogether that is 20. That's a 25% difference. So on the check that you get on the 15th, you'll get 25% profit. Then here is when, again, you're here at the 50% mark and you have someone that's at the 35% mark. You'll make the difference, which is 15%. And again, that'll be the check that you'll get on the 15th. Then again, here you have 50% and you have somebody on the 42% mark and you'll make the difference with the 8%. So say, for example, that, like, although you guys see that the percentages do go down, just keep in mind that the documented volumes do get higher the higher that they get here. So now royalty. So when you introduce someone in a business, so say for example, Naya here, Brianna, and London. So with royalty, you make up to 5% of, you earn up to 5% of the total. So say for example that Naya here had 7,500 documented volume points. Brianna has 5,000 documented volume points, and Brianna told London about the business and she made 2,500 documented volume points. So altogether that is 10,000. So basically the 5% difference is $500. So in addition to your wholesale check, you'll get the $500 with that. That'll come on the 15th. Thank you.
Fire me up, fire me up, fire me up, fire me up, fire me up. You guys, I'm so excited that she stepped out of her comfort zone and was able to do the marketing plan. So first, if any leaders would like to, anybody on this call is a leader if you didn't know. Any leaders would like to do a if you would like to do a celebrate or create, can you please raise your hand in participants so that we can go ahead and do constructive criticism, you guys. Anything you feel like she did great or anything that you feel like she can fix as well. We'll be able to allow 3 of those, so I'm gonna go ahead and get directly into them. And if you have a question, please drop it in the chat.
Yeah, it's Josh here from ACO. First of all, Nia, you did amazing. Okay, we couldn't really tell that you were nervous at all until you said it. So just keep that in mind. People don't really know until you acknowledge it yourself. And I want to acknowledge you and celebrate you for saying we get. Sorry about that. We get to earn. So you just kept saying we get, because we get to do this. We don't have to do this, or we don't make the money. We get to. So thank you very much for stepping into your leadership. You did amazing. Congratulations.
Hey, what's going on? Look, I am super, super proud of you for stepping into that. Just like she said, like, people will not know you're nervous until you say it. But what I want you to do is also be just a tad bit more excited, like tad bit. Also, if you reuse that sheet, the third sheet, I could be wrong. But the 3 numbers, I think you said your first soup got 7,500, your second soup got 5K, and your third soup had 2,500. You want to make sure those 3 actually equals 10K. But other than that, like, you got exactly, like, you understand the gist. Like, you get it 500 from the 10K, super dope. You winning right now. Active World team on the way. I already see it happening. Because if you don't know how to make the money, you ain't gonna make the money. So I'm super proud of you for that. Keep it up, mama.
Thank you so much, Adrian, for going ahead and acknowledging that. And you getting told by Active World team member, the Active World team on the way? I think it's on the way. But outside of that, you guys, like I said, every week on this call, we'll be able to do, you get the opportunity to go ahead and say, hey, I want to do the marketing plan next week. So we already got Tay. So if you know you want to do it after Tay, send your upline a message, your sponsor message, and say, hey, I want to step out of my comfort zone and be able to do the marketing plan. Because guess what? If you're uncomfortable to show it to other people, the first people you can do is your family. And we right here. And the constructive criticism, you guys, it's amazing simply because you have people on the call that's willing to help you grow. So with that said, for anybody that was late on the call, the message is it's time to grow. So go ahead and write it at the top of your paper. We're taking notes. We got camera on. It's lit. So the message is it's time to grow. So go ahead and drop in the chat if you did your monthly decorations already. You dropped them in some sort of chat that we have. You've already planned out your month. And I'm going to just go ahead and start by saying failing the plan is a plan to fail. And I'll repeat that if anybody want to write it down. Failing to plan is a plan to fail. The topic we're going to be going over first is goal setting for our month and having clear intentions with goal setting. And reason being because you guys, is because if we don't have some type of goal that we're reaching for, if you haven't planned out what you want, you'll be going into it you won't have the vision. The vision won't be clear at all because you're just shooting for anything. So you're going into each and every day not knowing. You're going into each and every day until you get to EOM and you like, man, I forgot that I wanted to do 5K this month. Now I need to do 5K in one day. How? I mean, it's possible. It's very possible. But is it your average? It's possible. It can happen. But if you haven't put that effort in all month, then how are you going to shoot it out at the end of the month? But if you go ahead and plan out your month, guess what? EOM will be a breeze. I remember sitting next to Annie one day, you guys, and it was when she had almost a 30K month. And EOM, I said, what time you going to bed? She said, well, I'm going to help out the team. I'm going to keep going. She was like, well, my goal was, and her goal was smashed. And then it was my EOM, and I'm like, oh my God, but I said I was going to be at, and I'm scrambling simply because I didn't plan my month out. Simply because I didn't go ahead and set the goals. Simply because I knew how to get a client. So I'm like, oh, I can keep getting clients. I don't have to send in monthly declarations. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to smash the month. You ever just put in your monthly declarations, oh, I'm going to just smash the month. What is smashing the month? What are we going for? So with that being said, you guys, go ahead and drop what your documented volume goal is in the chat. I'll drop mine first. Raven, you sent yours to me separate, but I see it say 3K. With documented volume goals, you guys, I want to go ahead and go over that first simply because do you know your numbers from last month? Do you know your numbers at all? And the reason why you want to be able to know your numbers is simply because you want to know what you're growing from. I remember used to saying I had a 5K standard for my month, but my goal used to always be 10K, and I used to always sell myself short of that. I used to keep landing at 7.5, keep landing at, like, I was just 5.5, and it was because I wasn't going over my numbers and see where I was growing. Where was I at this time last month on the 1st? Where was I at this time 3 months ago on the 1st? And I needed to be able to know my numbers to also know where I'm going. I know the growth that I need to make in between. I know the changes that I need to make in between so that my goals for the next month make sense. I know if last month I had a 1K month, and the next month I want to go ahead and have a 5K month, and that's my goal. My number goal is at the top. I need to go ahead and make sure it makes sense. So the first thing you want to do with your documented volume goal, you guys, is review your numbers from last month. Review your numbers from last month and review your goal from last month. If your goal was 2,500 and you fell short of it, it's because you know you can do 2,500, and 2,500 was an easy goal you set for yourself. So you fell short. Versus knowing that if you actually put the work in and the attention and the action behind your goal so that it stops just being a dream, and you said, I wanted a 5K month, you probably would have landed at 3K. Because if you shoot for the moon, you'll at least land in the cloud, the stars, you're going to get close. And people fail to set their goals high enough in general. Your goal should scare you. Your goal should scare you that when you wake up and you know you being lazy, you like, them goals I set, I can't be doing this. Those goals I set, it's not aligning with the work that I'm putting in right now. When I wrote out my monthly decorations, you guys, I get chills. I'm like, I'm about to have to work like crazy to put some action behind the goals that I have. Because I don't want to be that person that's throwing out dreams in the air. Monthly, we say monthly declarations, not monthly dreams. We don't say this is my monthly talk. This is my monthly play that I'm gonna put in the air. I'm going to go ahead and reach out to the goals that are going to scare me. I'm going to reach out to the goals that I said I wanted to grow. I'm going to put the goals in the air that require the work. If your goals are small, it's because in your mind, you're already setting yourself up to be lazy. I'll give y'all a perfect example. My first month in the business, I thought 500 volume points was insane. 500 volume points, the senior consultant, this Steven guy is crazy. Drea is crazy. And I don't know how, y'all know I stay calling her that Annie girl. I don't know how that Annie girl is doing it, but like 500 volume points, and that's because I was setting my goals so small. So last month, you guys, I woke up and said, I'm gonna do 2,500 by the first. That was my vision. I had never done 2,500 by the first, ever. It wasn't a thing. But it scared me so much that I worked so hard consistently that day. The work put in was crazy. I didn't reach it by the first, but I made it by the second. Drop a 2 in the chat if you're like 2,500 by the second. 2,500 by the second. Your 5% is smashed by the second. But you have to be able to set that goal. And if I didn't put it in my mind that I could set the goal, guess what? Because the first thing I have to do when setting my goals is believe in myself. You can put that in your notes. Yes, you can believe in others, but you have to believe in yourself. Stop looking at top volume like something you can't be on. Stop looking at VIP like something that's not attainable. Stop bragging about what Annie can do and become your own version of your own self. Say, I'm gonna beat Annie. I'm gonna beat Seven. I'm gonna beat Adrian. I'm gonna beat the VIP couple. Have that belief in yourself so that your goals scare you. Have that same belief in yourself that you have for others. When somebody talk to you, when Annie talks to you about VIP, you be like, oh, I know you're going to hit VIP. And we be like, you going to hit VIP? And you don't have that same belief? Why not? Why do you have it in me and not yourself? Why can't you do it too? Is it because you don't want to do the work? Are your monthly declarations a joke? This is the time we get to have in your goals, monthly goals, weekly goals. You have the time to set up your life. Your goals are setting up your life. And if your goals are, you say you want active world team. Okay, well, how many supervisors are you going to get this month? Because your goals also have to make sense. Put that down. Make your goals make sense. I can't say I want active world team and I'm not recruiting, because in order to get to active world team, I got to have supervisors. I can't say that I want to sit VIP, but I'm not accomplishing my 2,500. I can't say that I want to build a team, but I'm not putting in my goals. This is how many distributors I'm going to bring in this month. Frontline the world. This is how many distributors I'm going to bring in. Like I said, frontline. Because you have to also make your goals make sense. And when your goals start to make sense, guess what? At EOM, you'll be relaxed, not EOM crazy. Let me tell you what relax means. Relax means we still hitting a press cut, but I'm not hitting up nobody desperate. Relax means that I'm still going after my goals, but I'm not sitting here straining. And then at 3 a.m. when I'm 5 volume points away, I'm about to cry. And outside of monthly declarations, you guys, you have to set your goals, break down those big goals into small goals. So you should have goals for the year. Then you should have goals for your 90-day plan. Then you should have goals from event to event, aka STS to STS to extravaganza to after extravaganza to STS. Because guess what? If you sit VIP each STS, you're more than likely sitting VIP at extravaganza or at LDW. Outside of my goals from event to event, I need to have my monthly declarations. But to accomplish something for the month, guess what you gotta have? Somebody drop it in the chat if you know. To accomplish something for the month, what type of goals do you have to have inside of that month? daily goals, weekly goals, 15th goal, 30-day goal. Correct. Success is in the small daily disciplines. One of your goals for the first should be get off zero. It's on my planner. It was on my planner. Get off zero by 9 a.m. If my goal is 2,500 by the 15th, what is the direct volume number that I need every day up until the 15th to reach 2,500 by the 15th? What are my daily goals set up like? Is it because you'll see Chairman's Club get on stage and tell you focus on one client a day? Do I have that listed out in my daily goals? Because my daily goals lead to my weekly goals. And if I'm accomplishing 90% of my daily goals, that means 90% of my week is accomplished. And if I'm accomplishing my weekly goals, that means my monthly goal is going to be accomplished. It's not a question. It's not just a dream. The action is behind it. I'm declaring what I'm going to do for this month, and I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to put the work behind it. So with that being said, you guys, set clear intentions. And I'm going to turn this light on because it's getting a little dark outside. Don't want to look like an unlocked character. Set clear intentions. You know when it get dark. Okay, never mind, Mackenzie. So I want y'all to write this down. Your why has to be anything that will knock you down, that will keep you from that stuff that knock you down. Your why has to be bigger than the things that may knock you down. And I'm saying that because if you declare these goals and you put in the action behind it, Herbalife is going to be something that changes your life. So your intentions have to be clear. Your why has to be clear. Anytime somebody signs up before Herbalife, I promise you something normally always happens to them. Why? Because you're setting yourself up to change your whole life. Life inside of Herbalife is way better than life outside of it. And if my why is fueling me that much, I'm going to get up. I'm going to make my goals happen. I'm going to work like I've never worked before. I'm going to get uncomfortable. I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m. when I don't want to wake up at 6 a.m. But in my calendar, it says I need to wake up at 6 a.m. today. But my why is going to get me up out of bed to do that. My why is going to be that thing now when I don't want to do it, I'm still going to do it. Because it's going to be something that happens in the middle of the month that's going to distract you from reaching your goals. It's going to distract you from the things that you said. You went in the BOM, you fired up off the call, you excited. It's going to be something that's going to knock you down. Are you going to let it be an excuse or an obstacle? Obstacle, you get over it. Excuse, nothing comes from it. I need my why to be that big. And if you don't know your why yet, it's okay. Tap into it. So when you're not at 2,500 by the 15th, you're not giving nobody any excuses. You hitting it by the 16th if it's not done. I'm hitting it by the 17th. And then I'm going to mark it off my goal. And next month, I'm going to make sure I hit it by the 10th. Know what your vision looks like. When you're setting what your goals, set your intentions and make it clear. What does it look like? What does my success from this month look like? What will my check look like? What will my team look like? What will it feel like when I have my first 5K month? What will it feel like when I'm sitting in VIP? What will it feel like if I walk the stage at Extravaganza? What does it look like? And this comes from with setting your goals, but setting your goals with clear intentions. I need to set my goals up, but I need to, even though it's going to scare me to sit there and think about it, I need to look at it and see how I would feel, what it will look like for me to sit VIP. What will it look like for me to start to grow a team? What will it look like for me to be in a future tab chat, do a 2,500, being on a call led by President's team member, we're going to go ahead and claim that, Stephen Crawford. What will that knowledge feel like when I'm in it? What will it feel like when I'm going over my monthly declarations and it's before the end of the month and I can say, it's done, y'all. It's done. I'm going for a new goal this month. Matter of fact, let me scratch my goals and make some new ones because I'm already smashing those too fast. I hope Thomas on the call. I ain't scroll the list. Thomas will say, I want 10 PMs. You already got 4 at the beginning of the month. How? 10 can't be scary for you. Go ahead and amp it up to 30. Because if you want goals to check it off just to say, okay, I want 2 PMs this month. What you want it just to, and at the end of the month, say, oh, I got my 2 PMs, y'all. Drop one in the chat if you set your goals before based on when somebody else sent in their monthly declarations. Let me go ahead and put my one in there because I've done that before when I first started the business. I've done that before. I've been that person. One, if that's something that you're going to be doing, I hope you setting your goals after the right person. Let's just be real. If that's what you're doing, okay, cool. I get it. You may not have your own vision yet, because we can be real on this call. You may not have your own vision yet, but if you're going to set your goals, make sure you set your goals off of one of the giants. Set your goals off of one of the giants. If you after somebody, I love one day when I put in, I wanted 30 PMs. And I think Josh said, I'm going for 30 PMs too then. Love it. Go ahead. Go for it. But your goals should scare you. Your goals should be set up. Honestly, you guys, set your goals up, send them to your upline, send them to your sponsor. What do you think? They'll normally tell you if you're setting your goals short. They'll normally tell you what you could possibly be doing more. You're capable of more. Don't set your goals on average of what you're doing. Set your goals on if you really put the work in. Not the person ahead of you, because you don't know. You set your goal on 2,500 because they did it, but you possible of 5K. A 10K month is capable for you if you do it. I had a call where we did with Jonathan Weber, and he said, Seven, do you mind if I tell you something? I said, yeah. And I kept saying on the call, yeah, I got a 5K standard. I got a 5K standard. I got a 5K standard. And this was before I ever hit my first 10K month, y'all. I kept telling myself I had a 5K standard. And he said, let me tell you something. Switch your wording to having a 10K standard. And I'm like, 10K standard? That means 10K average, 10K a month. Whew, I could put it in my goals, but I don't know. So I kept saying after that, I got a 10K standard. That next month, y'all, I had a 14.4K month because I set it higher. Then I knew I could do 5K. But if I go above what I can do, if I actually put the work behind it, stop slacking, start being on calls, showing up, doing more than what I'm capable of, actually answering my DMs and text messages, I knew it was possible. So now 10K is the standard. And then it went from 10K to 10K by the 10th is the standard. So your goals will set up your standards. So before we go ahead and move on to the next section of how we're going to do these goals, you guys, if you're not driving, because that'll be really important. Go ahead and close your eyes, because like we said, we'll set intentions of how it will look like, what it will feel like, because it's the second. We still got time to change our goals. We still got time to do more than what's possible. Stephen, don't close your eyes with the kids in the car, please. We already know you're walking presence, okay? Go ahead and close your eyes, you guys. What does it feel like when you're accomplishing these goals that you have? What does it look like at STS and LDW when you're walking the stage for your next pin level? Let's go ahead and take it a step further. What does it look like at Extravaganza when that confetti is coming down on top of you? Are your goals aligned with what you're seeing? What does it feel like building a team, being that bridge for somebody in Herbalife to change their entire life, building an organization, to stop looking up to people and look up to yourself? What does it feel like with 10K Monster on your picture, 20K Monster on your picture, First Cut Get on your picture? What does that feel like? How does it look? What do you see in that moment? Now everybody can come back to. And I just want to say that those things that's in your head, it'll stop being a dream once you put the action behind it. It'll stop being a dream once you put the action behind it. So if you haven't been already, go ahead and start over your 90-day plan or get into it. And if it's your first 90-day plan, your first 90-day plan gonna really show you that you haven't really been working. And it's okay. It's okay, you get a chance to do better. Your first 90-day plan will really show you that you haven't really been working and that there's work to do. So we're gonna make those dreams into a reality that we just thought of, that we just felt, that we just had into us. And we're gonna put the action behind it. We're gonna put the goal behind it. We're gonna set clear intentions, as well as if we're putting something in our goals, we're gonna make it make sense. If you're saying you wanna hit world team, go ahead and make it make sense. You need to do 4 cuts of 2,500. If you're saying active world team, make sure you know how to get there. If you're saying you wanna lose 5 pounds, make sure you went ahead and read up on your personal consumption. Yeah, that's a jab, because if you're not on the products, it feels different. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass it over to Annie, you guys. Still keep your notes out, 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 because we're gonna be going over how to get these clients, how to keep these clients, how to keep these clients going and going and going. And it'll be like that. So give me 2 seconds. What up, y'all? I know what y'all are thinking, like, dang, there's still more after all that. She just laid it out, but there's still more. Yeah, there's still more. What up? For those of you who don't know me, my name is Annie Buffins, current Global Expansion Team 2.5. Yeah, it feels so good to say that. Been in the business for 3 years, and I'm super duper, first of all, grateful. I always show gratitude. But I'm grateful for that section that Seven just had, because even I was like, dang, sometimes we really do selling ourselves short with these goals. But what I get to do is I get to talk about, hold on real quick. What I get to do is I get to talk about, like, okay, cool, we set the goals, right? We're doing this, we're doing that. Now, how are we executing? How are we getting to these goals? How are we actually, like, what are we doing to get there, right? So I know she talked about, like, the daily activities and things like that, y'all, but it's a little bit deeper than that. We're talking about Herbalife. We're talking about, like, numbers and everything like that. So one of the last things that she said was y'all getting a result. I'm not about to sit here and talk about that. That's not what we're talking about. But it is the key thing in Herbalife, right? So everybody on this call has a result and knows what it is. If you don't, figure it out. And if you feel like it's washed up, it probably is. Go get another one. Tired of talking about it? Go get another one. For real, like, straight up. Okay, so that's obviously going to be number one. This is the results-based business. That's what it starts off with. Okay, so now that we have a result and we've been working on ourselves and all of that good stuff, and I mean, like, mentors, all of that, we're attracting clients. We're getting clients. Whatever platform you guys use, FitCamp, social media, just being super duper attractive in all different forms of that word, and inviting people into what you're doing. That was number 2. So number 1 was a result. Number 2 was attracting clients. Once we get our clients, it is the most important thing is to keep them. And I'm about to really talk about building an org, because if your goal is to do 5K, or if your goal is to make $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, we have to build an organization of people who are doing the same thing as us. We have to build an organization of people who want to grow a business too. So back to the numbers. So number 1 was a result. Number 2 was getting the clients, attracting the clients. And then number 3 is retaining. How are we retaining them? I personally like to use a web, and I have my web sitting, a web sitting right here from the month of August, just because it was a really good example for what I wanted to talk about. So for those of you, I know I've sent a video in the chat, but we do have new people on, and maybe it'll be a little bit, like, easier for you to like, understand a little bit better if I actually show you while I'm talking about it. So you know what? Probably can't see that, so I'm not going to pretend you can. What I like to do for the web, right? And the reason why the web's, I'm not going to lie to y'all, when Steven first told me to do a web, and I'm going to always be honest, I was like, Boy, bye. I am not writing these names down. I do not, like, I'm good. And I started to forget about people. I started to forget completely about my clients. Like, I don't know when this person ordered. Oh my God, I haven't followed up with her. She's had her products for 3 weeks. Have y'all ever had that before? Yeah, I know you have. Everybody has, like, oh, and then you feel like the worst coach ever in the world. You're like, oh my God, like, this is terrible. Some of y'all might beat yourself up about it. Listen, Webs saved my life, not just for the retaining process, and following up with people, but for actually like growing my business. So what I do, and I try to update it like every day, every other day, as much as I'm getting clients. I write out my clients for the month, skip a few lines because we're manifesting having multiple clients, right? And then preferred members, write them out. And then distributors, write them out. I really want to show because I feel like it's really important. But okay, so this is clients. I write them out, clients. Preferred members that ordered, because everyone who's on this web, I use this to follow up. So if you ordered, I'm putting your name on here because I'm only coaching people who ordered. I'm not coaching someone who just signed up as a preferred member. There's not much coaching to do with the lift-off packets that come in the preferred member package. So I'm only coaching people who ordered. I always get that question about who do you write as far as preferred members. My preferred members who signed up for the month go on the back. That way I can track my preferred members that are on Xero, and of course using BizWorks. So you guys, back to the web, okay? Listen, pick a day that you're going to follow up with these people. Get structured with it so it's not just like, oh, today I'm bored, so let me go follow up. You know what your life is going to look like for the next 5 days. You know what time you go to work. You know what time you have to pick up your kids from school. You know what, make it work around your schedule that you have right now. If you have to go to work from 8 to 5, cool, let's do our follow-ups wake up 30 minutes earlier, do your follow-ups, and then maybe you can have the conversations or send them whatever message you need to. Do the extra. When I used to personal train, it was really hard for me to text while I was personal training. So I used to wake up, right, do my follow-ups. I would send out all my messages, and then I would personal train for 2 hours, and then I would go to school, and then I would have a break. And when I had that break, I was then replying to those messages. Moral of the story is make it work around whatever you have going on. Figure it out. Different things, and I know we send messages like screenshots and stuff of what we say to our clients, but I like to send my clients personal development. I'm asking them on Monday. Definitely number one follow-up day is Monday for me. Hey, hope you're having a good day. Let's make sure we have a powerful week. Let me know if there's anything. I always ask them if they need any kind of support. Always, 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 because some people feel like they can't ask questions. Asking for inches updates, weight updates, making sure, my favorite thing to ask is, how are your products going? Because then you get to know the truth about what's really going on. So that's like my favorite thing to ask is, how are your products going? And then of course, like, how are you always comes first, because you want to know about someone's well-being before you just start learning about products. So that's the follow-up part of it, okay? Now we're following up with our clients. Before I go into that, let's talk about the numbers. That we're still on number 3 in retaining, okay? And building an organization. You do not, unless you completely want to, you do not have to go out and get 50 clients to do 5K. All ordering out of 100 volume points. If you've ever had a web with over 30 people on it, or even over 20 people on it, it gets real crazy. It gets real crazy to follow up with all those people. I have to call Alexis out real quick because she had an 8K month like 2 months ago, and she was like, Annie, I don't know what to do. I can't, this web is crazy. And I was like, well, how many clients is on it? And it was pretty much all clients. And it was driving her crazy because it was so many people to follow up with, so many people to take care of, so many. You do not have to have 50 clients to do a 5K month. You don't at all, which is why I pulled up this August web, because in August, I had 20,000, a 20K month, 20,000 volume points, and I had 4 clients on my web. 4. I kid you not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, yes, I had a grip of preferred members, so I'm going to say I had 28 clients. 20K month, 28 clients. But let me tell y'all why, and let me tell y'all why this is really, really important. The thing that you'll hear in every Herbalife event that you go to is the distributor action promotion, 5 to 7 clients, right? You're going to get 5 to 7 clients. Come into the business, whether this is your first month, second month, whatever. You do your 5 to 7 clients. We go back to that, what I was just talking about on number 3, and you retain, you follow up, you talk to them, you help them get results. And then number 4 is invite them to the opportunity. Introduce them to the opportunity. If you have a web right now, if you have clients right now and they have been on products for more than 30 days and you haven't introduced the business opportunity, please don't say you don't know how to get distributors. I don't know how to recruit. You're not introducing the business opportunity. That's why you're not recruiting. If you have one client right now who you haven't introduced the opportunity to, that could be your diamond right there. And there's all different types of reasons of why you might be scared. You might not, I'm not sure how to introduce the opportunity. Figure it out. Ask somebody. But what you cannot do is just have a web of people and clients. And if you have 5 clients right now, you have enough. One of those 5 people are just waiting to go to distributor, I promise. 5 to 7 clients a month, help them get results, introduce the business opportunity, and repeat. First of all, 5 to 7 clients a month is about $500. And I'm breaking it down like this, y'all, because it does not have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. It doesn't have to be, oh my God, I have to get 5,000 clients. It doesn't have to be like that. What it can be though is, let's actually, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, 5 to 7 seems like, if we was just talking about like, it's easy. So I'm gonna change my numbers to 7 to 10 for any purposes, because y'all know I'm like 5 to 7 is like, we go to the grocery store and do that. Let's talk 7 to 10. Let's talk 7 to 10. Everybody's cool with that? Everybody's cool with getting 7 to 10 clients this month? Okay, so we're gonna talk 7 to 10. 7 to 10 clients a month, right? We're grooming them. That's over $500 for that month. We're introducing the business opportunity to every single one of those people, and then we're not making assumptions when we're introducing the business opportunity. We're inviting them to the Herbalife opportunity meeting call Sunday and Wednesday. We're inviting them to STS. I like to get on the phone with my people. Are you interested in hearing about the business opportunity with it, about these results that you just told me? Oh, great. Let me get 5 minutes of your time. Girl, let me tell you, I've been doing Herbalife and this is why I love it. It could be extra income, a simple conversation. I did it last night, actually. The girl's like, I can't wait to sign up. This is so exciting. She was actually more excited about the fact that I told her she was getting a water bottle. But anyways, some people need to hear what's inside the international business package. Moral of the story is, if I would have not just told her and introduced her to the opportunity because she has her own company, she has a cleaning company, and she's well off, I didn't make an assumption that she didn't want to earn extra income at all. Don't make assumptions about people. And then get out of your own way. I'm talking to anybody right now who might be afraid to offer the business opportunity. Number 1, don't make assumptions about people. Number 2, get out of your own way and stop being selfish. Stop being selfish. It's deeper than you and what you have going on right now. You don't know what you offering. Man, if I didn't have this business opportunity, I don't know what I'd be doing right now. Just to be completely honest with y'all. Don't be selfish to somebody like me, because this business done changed my whole life. It's being selfish when you don't offer that business opportunity to that person who you said you wanted to help. Do you want to help them just with results, or you want to help them with everything? I'm just being honest. So I was just, don't be selfish. Back to that. And then number 3 on the whole, don't be scared when you go on to talk to your clients that are on your web about the business opportunity, is go earn that income some more so that you can know your income. Know if you made $84 today. Know if you made $500 last month, so that you can confidently tell people. Just like we know our results in our 30-second story, know your income down to the cents. You know how much you're getting paid in 2 weeks on Friday. Know how much you got paid last month. You know how much the rent was on the 1st. Know your income just like that, because you got to go talk to people about it. Because if I can't unmute you right now and you tell me how much money you made last month, I'm not even interested anymore. You just lost me, because I really want to know how much you make in Herbalife. And I want you to be honest about it too. And I'm saying me as like I'm Annie, somebody down the street that you forgot to talk to at the grocery store. Anyways, so we're not making assumptions. We're going on 7 to 10 clients, right? And we're going to get 1 person from there. So back to my August, because y'all know I like to do numbers. So in August, I had 28 clients. I followed up with all these clients twice a week. Those text messages that I was telling you guys, 28 clients in August. Oh, that's preferred members and retail order clients. That's both combined, okay? Some of those clients, some of those preferred members signed up that month. Some were previous months preferred members. Out of those 28 clients, remember I said 1 out of every 7 goes to distributor. Actually, I said 1 out of every 5, but then we changed it to 7 and 10. So you even might get 2 out of those. 1 out of every 5 goes to distributor because that's just what's going on. We're grooming, we're talking to people, we're inviting them. 28 clients, I had 4 new distributors out of those 28 clients. Like I'm looking at this web right now. Oh, she's not even on the call. Such a sad day. But one of the people that's on here that was a client in that month is now a supervisor. Because of what I just told y'all. No assumptions, offering the opportunity to every single person. I can honestly look at this web and say, I offered the opportunity to every single person that's on this web. I followed up with them. I did my job. I feel good. I had 4 new members out of that. It doesn't have, and then the next month's volume was 18,000 volume points. You want to know why? Because I was helping people. I was helping those people in the month from before that. I was helping them. And of course, we all know your downline volume contributes to your volume, all that good stuff. Go and just offer the business opportunity and don't be scared. I was about to say, anyways, I'm not going to say that. The most important part about like understanding this is understanding that it is simple. It is duplicatable and it is such a simple tool that you can use. 5 to 7 clients, 1 out of those 5 to 7 goes to distributor, and then you teach them the same thing. You teach them how to get the 5 to 7. You teach them how to follow up with their clients. And if you follow up with your clients good, they're going to know how to follow up when they become a distributor. I don't even have to tell people how to follow up because they already know the text on 8 a.m. You hear Imani talks about it all the time. I had a text from Annie every Monday morning at 8 a.m. You sure did. Because that was the time that I had to text. If you do your job as a coach when they're a client, you won't have to teach them that much when they become a distributor. Because they already know follow-up. They already know what to do when a person signs up as a client. They're just going to do what you did to them. So be real careful too on how you treat your clients, because you're teaching them how to treat their clients when they become a distributor, especially since 1 out of 5 to 7. So if you right now have someone, okay, first of all, raise your hand if you have someone on your web right now or someone in your client list that you haven't offered the opportunity to. That means we getting members this month, y'all. That means we building a business this month, y'all, because after this call, whether it's tomorrow, I don't care if you do it tonight, go and offer the business opportunity relentlessly to everybody who is on your web. No assumptions after you help them get results, of course, because we want them to know how to do that too. And then repeat it and do the same exact thing. It's a very, very, very simple. It's in your daily, it's in the daily, not daily declarations. What? Daily actions. And it could be much simpler than being like, hey, I'm going to go out, and I'm going to say this 1,001 times because I don't want anyone to feel like they ever have to go out and get 50,000 clients or 50 clients this month. Yes, it's going to be great if you do that. Your retail is going to be popping, but your head is also probably going to be spinning off, just being honest, because I've been there before. I've definitely been there before. But what feels so amazing is when you just 5 to 7 or 7 to 10 it, right? And then help other people do it. Oh, and by the way, if that number sounds really like, I'm going to do a little bit more than that. Cool, because I showed you an example where I did 28. Do what feels good to you. If you need a little bit more money, y'all, we have a business opportunity where you can be like, yo, I need $700 today. What do I got to do? If you just need a little bit more, cool, change your 7 to 10 to 10 to 20, 15 to 20. And guess what that means? That means you getting 3 distributors out of those 10 to 20. Make the numbers make sense for you. I just wanted to break it down a little bit simpler so it doesn't have to be like hammer over the head, like how am I going to get these people? Yes, we're going to go talk to random people and all the different platforms that we use about the business, but what about the people that are right there in front of you? that you're helping get results and not offering the business opportunity to. And it could be as simple as a, hey girl, you're getting fire results. Like, first of all, you're getting fire results as anyone asking you. That's one, right? But there's so many different ways to ask people. I asked someone the other day, she told me, she said, something about her calories and I did 45 minutes on the treadmill. I said, dang, you sound like a coach. She said, just trying to get like you. I said, just trying to get like me? I help a lot of people. You ready to do that? And now she's on it. She got on the H1 yesterday. But there's so many different ways that you could just slide the opportunity in there. If you have an STS coming up, everybody does, it's May. Fill it up with people. Hey, I want you to come learn about the business opportunity aspect of it. Do you keep your streams of income open? Because you already got the results. You already love the products. Just don't be afraid to just go ahead and throw it in there. The worst that can happen is that they're still going to stay a client. They're going to say no and go back to drinking their shakes. That's it. But and they're going to have it in the back of their mind that they can do the business whenever they're ready. But there's nothing. What are you afraid of? There is nothing. What bad thing is going to happen from that? They're going to say no or they're going to say yes. They're going to say no and they're going to be like, all right, well, I'm still ordering my Prolesa tomorrow. You think I'm mad about that? No, come on. It just really like is no. And the last thing that I want to say, y'all, is use the flow that we have. If you're in the business development chat, you've seen the flow 1,001 times. If you haven't, we're going to go drop it again just so that you can see that it's exactly what I just said. I just put a number on it for you and broke it down for you. It's exactly what we have already. Get a client, interact, get a client first of all, interact first. Interact, get a client. Put them on a plan, get them results, invite them to something. Invite them to the business opportunity. Teach them 5 to 7 and repeat and watch your business grow. Watch you have 10 people with you at Extravaganza. Watch you have 20 people with you at Extravaganza just by doing this. Watch you have an active world team, because that's the name of the chart, right? Active world team flow. Watch you be an active world team in just, I want to say a few weeks, because it could be that simple, but just a few months of doing your 2,500. Seven talked a lot about 2,500, so I don't have to go into that, y'all. But I really hope that y'all took something away from this section. Literally, all I want to say is don't overcomplicate it. Go get some clients and then don't make assumptions. Go talk to them about the business opportunity. You don't have any excuse or any room to say, I cannot recruit if you have not offered the opportunity to every single one of your clients that you already have. And that is where I'm going to just end. But we're going to go into the last 5 minutes of this amazing fire call with my boy. I think, I am the host. We're going to go into the last 5 minutes of the call, y'all. If you've been taking notes this whole time, still take notes on this stuff, especially if you can't teach these last 5 minutes without the slides, because this is our business. The things that we go over in the last 5 minutes, don't hang up and don't leave the call right now. This is the most important part. These are the things that you're supposed to be going for if this is something that you want to take serious. You got to know what there is, because if I come into the business and be like, yeah, how do I qualify for that vacation? And you don't know, we got a problem. And I'm your downline. I want to know, right? We all want to be leaders. We all want to grow a team. We all want to have successful businesses. So let's make sure that we know the things that Herbalife literally just be like, here's some promos to go for. Let's know these things. So make sure that y'all are still taking notes. I'm going to pass it over to my boy.
All right, bet. Is there a slide am I supposed to have? I don't have
no problem. So guess what? You get to do it next week. I'll do it right now.
All right.
Yeah, we be talking about this in the future tab chat, and we always have the last 5 minutes slides inside of our future tab chat and saved in the documents. So let's just make sure that we all have that. So I'll go ahead and share my screen. Boop. All right, so I'm going to share the last 5 minutes, and I'm going to be as quick as possible for you all. So, just so everybody knows, my name is Stephen Crawford. Currently going through a cuts of everything, brand new 7,500 millionaire team member, you know, all that good stuff. But I'm going to go over the last 5 minute slide. This is a promotion, so you guys make sure you can actually teach these things. It's one thing to know it, but I always find out whenever I ask people, how do you get to qualify for something, or what's this promotion's qualification? People, like, they stumble because they don't really know. So you make sure that this is a very, very important part of the call, right? Awesome. So first thing up, we have Future Presidency Retreat in Marco Island in January. Probably my favorite vacation. In order to qualify for this, you have to be a Global Expansion Team 2,500 member. So congratulations to Annie Buffins going to her very first Future Presidents Team retreat. That is a big, big deal. I promise you, outside of honors, like, this is literally my favorite training inside of the entire company. So congratulations on that. You'll be getting yourself a cash reward as well to travel, and make sure you pay for your hotel. So anybody else who would like to go to that, set your sights on becoming a Global Expansion Team 2.5 member this year. Extravagant. Look, I hope y'all all yell when this slide came up for extravaganza. I think right now we got about 32 tickets purchased. Listen, last year we had 100. I think we had 95 tickets purchased. This year the goal is 150 people at extravaganza in our organization. So look, if you don't have your ticket right now, go get your ticket. We'll talk about the prices of them in a second, but hopefully everybody took advantage of double volume last month. But here's the qualifications for VIP. Look, hashtag you choose your seat. So you actually are the only person in control of where you sit and how comfortable extravaganza is going to be for you all, right? So you actually get the opportunity to decide if you want to sit up there where 7 was and have the drip drops on your weave or your lace front or your fresh cut or your bob or whatever you got you're going to wear out there in New Orleans. You get a chance to decide how you want to sit. You know, platinum is the only level that sits on the floor this year from what I'm being told, guys. So get to platinum, line it up. They already told you how to map out your goals. Look, shout out to everybody who got the early bird ticket for $90, because who is going to want to spend more money on something you already going to? Look, retail, get a little bit of retail money. You wouldn't have that money anyways. Take that retail money, invest it into your ticket. Now it's $100 until the end of the month, and then after that, it's going to be $120 until July. But trust me, I wouldn't wait. For the last couple of years, extravaganza has been sold out, and also the Gen H party sells out every year for the last 4 years. I've known the Gen H party has sold out, and they don't give you no wristbands. You ain't getting there without a wristband. People be outside trying to pass wristbands. Look, it's going to be cracking. Thousands of people in the party. It's going to be crazy. We ain't going to talk about double volume month, but congratulations to everybody who did double volume last month. The 5 is 5. You got your extra 5,000. And also bonus credits for everybody who gets a new supervisor or gets a new DAP level 2, meaning they get somebody who does 500 documented volume points. They can finish. You want some more? Okay, give me 1 second. You can get somebody who finishes DAP during the qualification month, meaning they don't have to start. The qualifications during these 3 months, but they actually, if they finish during the 3 months, you get 2,500 for that, and also they can be on the way to supervisor as well. Congratulations to all new fully qualified active supervisors. You get a chance to that's step 5. Boy, that boy step 5 for being an active supervisor. Shake, shoot. And you know, everybody else who I think Trier, you got as a brand new world team member, I think you'll be qualified for this as well. So guys, look, active supervisor shake social. You're gonna want to be there during the extravaganza. It's gonna be super, super cracking. We guys know the pilot program is extended, so the 2,000 volume points to supervisor. Look, take advantage of it while it lasts. It's not promised that this is gonna go throughout the rest of the year. It was a lot more volume to get the supervisors before this, and before that, it was a lot harder. So the distributor action promotion, this is the 500 documented volume points. The slides is all jammed up. I don't know why I opened up the wrong one, but y'all know, y'all just listen to my voice. It's 500 documented volume points. That's what we want to focus on inside of this chat. Inside of the Business Builders chat to stay, which means I think we got to do some spring cleaning today. You know, we're just doing a lot of spring cleaning this week, but with spring cleaning, and we're going to, you know, make sure that you do your 500 documented volume points to stay inside of this group. And if you do all new DAP level 1 qualifiers, you get the lunch pail. DAP level 2 qualifiers, you get the lunch pail plus $75. Also, anybody who hits supervisor, this is something that we don't talk about enough. And we have a new supervisor program. So anybody who's a new fully qualified supervisor, meaning the month that you hit, you're qualifying, and the next month you're fully qualified. So in that month, doing 1,000 documented volume points 3 months in a row is going to have you achieve the prize here. And what they're going to give you is free interest to an STS. They're going to slide some money into your account, also free BizWorks, and you get a BizWorks training. We ain't gonna talk too much about honors, but look, man, I'm so excited to go, and I don't know who's excited to come with me, but just know honors is the most cracking thing inside of Herbalife as far as recognition goes, because every other training outside of honors is like a North America, but honors is actually all of the countries inside of Herbalife, so all 90 countries that aren't all, like China, I think is a different thing, but everybody else is going to be in one room. It's the top percent of the company, man. They give away a lot of money, so we just want to skate through these. You guys know you can find us on myherbalife.com. We're going to slide through all of these. Bing, bop, bop, boom, bop, bing, bop. All of that. Slides is all jacked up today. Okay, cool. Let's keep going. Damn, all these stars qualifications. Man. All right, so Bahamas. You Bahamas, mom. Yeah. I can't wait. Some of us is already almost qualified for the Bahamas. Hold on a second. Some of y'all is already qualified for the Bahamas, probably, the way y'all do volume. Some of y'all is on y'all way to be qualified for the Bahamas, which is crazy. And some of us have recharged our goals and set it up to where we want to qualify for the Bahamas. Look, the North American vacation, one time a year, Herbalife says they're going to allow us to go on a vacation for free. I don't know how many jobs that y'all have had that allowed y'all to go on vacation for free, but this is absolutely crazy. So 110 vacation points. What a vacation point is, and by the way, this might be one of them all-inclusive joints. And I don't know if you ever been to an all-inclusive resort before, but you don't pay for food, you don't pay for drinks, and Herbalife gives you money so you can actually buy stuff while you're there. It's crazy, like excursions and all that. So a completely free vacation to the Bahamas is what you're looking for. One vacation point for every royalty point that you do, meaning all of your supervisor's volume, as well as your total documented volume points. Cabo San Lucas, look, President's Team vacation. We ain't even gonna talk about that right now. I just got to shake it a little bit. Ooh, Cabo San Lucas, I can't wait. I'm just trying to figure out who is going to level up, reach President's Team, and hit these President's Team vacations with me. These are the new preferred member promotions. Remember, I don't know about you all, but what I do is every Friday, I send out a message to all my preferred members and just remind them about these promotions. Inside of that app that I use, I send out a message to all of my PMs, and I let them know about the promotions that we have going on. Make the cut. Like, look, I saw somebody pick this up from our warehouse the other day. They was like, what is this? Like, they didn't even know that they were getting it, and they got super, super excited. So you can see the qualifications there. Must purchase 150 points in each of the following months over the qualification to get a branded cutting board, or you can get one of them little Herbalife Nutrition false furs, whatever, the fake, I just call them fake furs, the fake fur balls. Yeah, whatever. Rosie, fashion icon. We get it. We know. Get them little fur balls that people be putting on their backpacks and purses and stuff like that. But you get one of those branded as well. Herbalife always sends us stuff for our birthday. So every single month that you do your like a certain amount of personal consumption, that is your birthday month, they're gonna send you this bottle. So I got mine last year. Hopefully you got yours as well. And this is the circle of events. Make sure that you master the calendar of events. So right now we're in May, so we know we have success training seminars. I can't wait for Hawaii. Oh my gosh, like it's about to be super, super cracking in Hawaii. Then we got extravaganza. So make sure you fall in love with knowing what's going on. That way you have different things to promote. So I'm gonna pass it back to Seven so she can close out the call. Thank you guys for letting me share.
All right, you guys, that person that was just doing all that on the screen, guess what? Oh my God, brand new Millionaire Team 7.5, brand new Mill 7.5. After that, you guys just learn from one of the top leaders in the business. If you don't know, now you know. Annie's, before she crossed over to Get 2.5, Annie Buffins and the Bravehearts, you guys, are the #1 Get team in Georgia, the highest royalties in Georgia. That's amazing. So these are the leaders that you are learning from. Top volume for 2 years. Stephen, Mill 7.5. Art, do y'all not be seeing when he dropped in there? We wanted the highest meal orgs. Well, we were, but now we switched it over and then we go into press. So if you want to be a piece of the pie, if you want the confetti to we're going to tell Stephen to bring some of the confetti from stage and throw it on the team. If you want a piece of that confetti, because they say you're supposed to pray over it, I heard, or put it on your vision board, get a piece of it. If you want to be a piece of the pie, add to the org, add value. Take this call seriously. Let's go, y'all. We in our first cut of press this month. First cut of press. Braveheart, y'all can be your first cut of meal. You could be your first cut of active supervisor, whatever it is. Set the goal. Get 5 to 7 clients. Build a team. And let's break the stage at Extravaganza. Hope everybody have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I do this all day, every day.
See ya. Oh my God, I gotta go.